some items you want to bring on a road trip that you may not have expected. Definitely paper towel rolls for a number of reasons, cleanups and shit, but also, and I know this is a lull, but you're gonna have to crap, all right, at random points in the woods and shit. You're just gonna have to, and you're not gonna find a bathroom. So having a paper towel, you know, wet it with water, wipe your bum, because you're gonna need to do that. You just have to. Like, you cannot listen and experience it. But okay, the other thing is have a dog leash. You're gonna come across a stray dog, run away, whatever, you want to leash them up, so the owner can like safely get them and shit. Trust me, I've been in situations not having a leash and it sucks because you can't really do much. So have a leash in your car, always a good idea. It's only like $10. Water bottles, you're probably just gonna have to buy them, like cases and shit, and you're gonna rip through them because, like, if you have a thermos and you fill it up with water, like, there's not a lot, like, getting clean water, you're not gonna be able to get clean water at a gas station, let's say, or whatever. So like, you could buy water bottles in whatever way you want. I suggest supermarkets, but overall you want to have that shit in your car because you need water. It's an essential. You need to drink water, have it with you know, it's also very useful for cleaning and shit. So number four is have some sort of plastic tub, because what you can do is very easily clean clothes like boxers, socks, t-shirts. You just put them in there, fill it up with, you know, half a gallon of water, maybe a little bit of soap detergent, wish it around, let it soak, and then wring it out and dry it on your car and shit, because waiting for a laundromat can get annoying, and like that bag will get stinky. And here's the issue with laundromats, bro. First of all, what the fuck are they doing accepting coins only? Like, is this the fucking medieval ages and shit? Like, get fucking debit card readers. Most of them don't have them. So the other thing is, you put your clothes in there and then it smells like fucking cigarettes, because fucking people wash their clothes who smoke cigarettes. So it's fucking nasty shit. So I generally clean my own shit. Like, when it comes to bigger stuff like sweatshirts and sweatpants and shit, like, if you stay clean, you don't have to clean those very often. It's more you do what you need to do. You can do the tub method and all that, or you could spot clean those. But the thing is, your undergarments, they need to get cleaned regularly. The other number 5, you're gonna want a towel, because here's how I clean, like, on a road trip. Buy a big jug of water, probably 2 gallons, but you could really work with just 1 gallon. You could honestly work with like a couple water bottles, but spot cleaning is very easy to do, and I'll just leave it at that. I mean, spot clean, use your hand, but you're gonna be wet and shit, and you're gonna want a towel. And especially if you're in a climate that gets a little cold, it does blow. Like, you're gonna have to clean, for example, cleaning your back. Like, you're gonna have to fucking do that shit, obviously. And so having a towel is really helpful. Don't be on a road trip without a towel. What else? Here's what you want to do with your phone. You want to have, first of all, I write in my book Research and Advice, Miscellaneous Advice. You should get a copy of it, because I just talk about all this shit and so much more in very simplified, like, it's a quick read. But you want to have your phone cleaned up, have your apps updated, have your apps updated. You don't want to do that on the road looking for places for Wi-Fi and shit to do that. So do that beforehand, and have good charging cables, like for your laptop, for your phone, because you're gonna need those, obviously. What's another thing? you really don't need much. But yeah, having like a day trip backpack is always smart. Put your day trip shit, and then you can basically just go walking around however far you want, and then you know your car is safely locked somewhere and parked. But so having a day trip backpack is important. What else? Honestly, one pair of shoes is fine. I just have these black shoes, and I do great with them. So you don't need to go crazy there. Oh, having flip-flops, yeah. Especially if you're driving through warmer areas, you're gonna need flip-flops, bro. Trust me on that. And buying flip-flops is not that easy. For some reason, stores are not great with carrying just your size 11 fucking flip-flops. They have size 8 and they have size 13. They don't have fucking size 10 and 11. So what else could I talk about here? Have your car ready to go, bro. If you don't have, you need to change tires every 30,000 miles ish. Have your tires new and shit, preferably. Like, you don't want to be driving with really old fucking tires on a road trip, bro. Very stupid. Like, they're gonna blow out. Road trips put a lot of wear and tear and shit, dude. So have your oil changed. You don't really want to be doing that while you're on a road trip. It takes, an hour locally, get it done every 5,000 miles or whatever, but have that done before your trip. If you can, get Easy Pass or whatever, thing you have in your region or where you're going, because you're gonna need that. A lot of tolls and shit. What else? Have your bills on auto pay, because there's gonna be days where you just don't check shit. So having auto pay is good. Auto pay debit. What else? Public libraries are havens. Go in there, charge up all your shit, use the restroom. They're havens. Colleges are also havens. But you have to be like discreet and clean and shit. You can't just like come in there like dirty as fuck and like flirting with these like young dames and shit. Like, don't flirt with chicks. Don't fucking keep to yourself, and then do your work if you need to, and then get the fuck out of there. But what else? Supermarkets. I just buy all my shit at supermarkets. I don't eat fast food. Like, bro, you could eat fast food. It's all salty bullshit. Very, very salty. Unhealthy. Just go to supermarkets, get bread. The shitty part, road tripping, you don't have access to a toaster. It actually does blow. So I don't know what the solution is. I'm sure you can get a battery pack, plug a toaster into that, and just fucking. But bread, beans from the supermarket, canned beans are staples to my diet. And then you can get like whatever the fuck else you want to eat. Tofu, soy milk, regular milk. I don't know, wherever the hell you like. But yeah, I mean, I would eat a lot. Definitely like a can of beans a day for sure. And then other sources of protein. The only fucking good place to eat, I find, is Whole Foods, because most supermarkets, their prepared food is just fucking junk food, like fried chicken and fucking just very unhealthy, fatty dishes. So, I mean, you do you, but I found Whole Foods to be like the best as far as like eating as a healthy person. There aren't many other options. I mean, fast food is shit. I try and avoid. I just find restaurants to be way overpriced in general. Whether you go to the Cheesecake Factory or Chinese food or some shit, it's gonna be like $30 a fucking. But then again, at times I would go to the supermarket and I'd literally spend $30, and like I wasn't even happy with what I ate. So I don't fucking know what the answer is. I think the answer is eat one time a day, maybe 2 times a day. You can have a snack or whatever. But what else could I run through here? obviously, like, bring your best gear and shit. Like, have your nicest, the sweatshirt you love the most, that's comfy. You need sweatpants, bro. Like, at night it gets cold as shit. You need a sleeping bag if you're gonna sleep in your car. You need a sleeping bag for sure. You're not gonna be comfortable sleeping under a blanket in most, unless you're like in fucking Georgia, Florida, Texas, maybe. But like, you want a sleeping bag generally. You can get a 50, 40, 30 degree Fahrenheit one, but you know, what else do you need? Bring a fucking book, I guess. You're gonna want that. As far as weapons go, or like protection, I think having like a blade is fine, but like that's not really my style. I'll just have like a fucking hammer. Because like, first of all, I'm not looking for fights and shit, but you never know who might attack and shit. But I think just having like a hammer is good. I mean, if you carry, that's also a consideration. You could carry a concealed weapon, that's fine, I guess. But I mean, here's what I want to say: have bear spray, because like, you're gonna be hiking and shit. You're gonna want bear spray. You don't want to come across a fucking, like, some fucking lynx or some big cat and fucking, you'll be so much more confident with bear spray. You can get a small one. You can get mace, actually, just regular human mace. Like, I'm not sure if that'll work on a bear, but it'll definitely deter the bear and shit. So at least have mace, but yeah, have mace. What else was I gonna say? Because if you're hiking, or if you're like day tripping and you're just fucking walking through a sketchy neighborhood, you'll always just feel so much better having mace, and like kind of ready to go, like, get the fuck out of here type shit, because it's just a great last resort. Like, animal or human, no one's gonna fuck with you if you have mace. That's why I'm like, you don't really need a gun. You don't need a switchblade. The weird thing about switchblades is, like, I don't carry them and shit, because if I got in a fight with someone, or someone tried to kill me or some shit, like, even if someone tried to kill me, I'd prefer, let's say, I don't know, knocking them across the fucking face or some shit with a hammer, or a baseball bat, because I just don't want to fucking stab someone. Like, I would just feel really, that's just like too intimate and shit. I don't want their blood all over me. Like, I don't want a fucking knife in them. Fuck that shit. I just want to knock them out, disarm them, and that's it. I'm not trying to, like, fucking sever someone's fucking veins and shit. What else could I say? Road tripping. Don't break traffic laws. Speeding is not worth it. I literally or don't go under too. Like, I was going 50. I was going like 46. Let's say 46. I was kind of like, the fucking roads had ice, bro. The roads had ice, bro, on them, and it was like fucking late November in Nevada. The roads, I swear to God, they did. And I was going slow, 45. The highway was a 75, which I don't fucking like. That's too fucking fast, bro. When everyone's going 70, because whatever the speed limit is, everyone's gonna go 5 over it. So imagine being on a road where everyone's going fucking 80, dude. It's not fucking safe. I don't fucking like that shit. Trucks and whatever, like, an 80 mile per hour Mack truck is just, I don't feel safe. So anyway, fucking 45 on a 75, got pulled over. The cop was like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, I got a ticket, $85. I ended up not paying it first of all, I thought, whatever it is, but I ended up paying a fucking $300 fee, because it went to collections and shit. So just follow the traffic speeds, and I mean, don't speed, don't rip through red lights and shit. Don't whip around people and shit, because like, all these, like, you can go on a road trip, bro, and collect like fucking $1,000 in tickets, from speeding to parking and shit. So just make sure your speeding and parking is on point. Which, by the way, parking tickets, like, are you fucking kidding me? We live in a world where there should not be fucking parking fees anywhere. Like, parking is like first come first serve, but they do that as a way of quality control, because if they didn't have parking fees, especially in cities and shit, like, I'm sure people would be taking, like, it would be fucking mayhem. But personally, I fucking hate parking fees, and I just think that's something we should subsidize with tax dollars and shit. I don't think people are that barbarous. Like, fuck parking fees. What else is something? Just enjoy it, bro. Like, every day is so fucking long. I would drink coffee every day. I'm not saying you should or anything, but that's just something I enjoy doing. At the time, I was enjoying cannabis as well, but I don't really fuck with cannabis anymore, because I mean, I just found it not worth it. And it also just, like, first of all, edibles make me extremely exhausted. They just do. They, like, fuck up my, like, heartbeat and shit. I just don't like how I feel. I feel like I'm dying on them and shit, even low dose. But I would love inhaling, but then that shit is really hot and it burns your fucking tongue. So yeah, I mean, even if you oil hit vape, I'm not sure what the effect of that is on your tongue, but I know dry herb vaping and smoking, like, damages the, you know, cells in your mouth. So I try and avoid that shit. But, you know, what else could I say here? Visit cities, visit towns, visit colleges. I personally love visiting colleges because, like, you can see me. I probably fit in, and, like, I would do work and shit and then charge up my shit and leave. But public libraries are also great for that. But I was gonna say, like, there's just so much beauty out there. Being on a road trip is a lot of fun. You kind of have to sleep in your car unless you want to spend $100 every night just to literally lie down horizontally for a couple hours. Obviously, if you're with a chick or you're with someone, like, you're with other, I don't know. I'm not gonna imagine what situation, but for me, like, sleeping in the car was completely fine. Like, yeah, it's not fucking ideal. It's not what I don't know. Fuck other people's judgments. Like, if you gotta sleep in your car and it's clean and you just do it, you know, you're on a road trip. So who the fuck gives a shit? I'm not paying $100 to sleep in a fucking place. And most of these places suck. So I was cool with sleeping in my car. You'll get really good at finding the right spots. I talk about this. Like, you can't sleep on government property. You can't, because they have nothing else to do except knock on those cars and be like, what the fuck are you doing here? So government property, avoid, like, commercial buildings, like corporate commercial buildings, you can get away with. Abandoned commercial buildings, you definitely can get away with. There's just, like, there are so many different spots. You basically will just have to learn through trial and error. If it's a neighborhood, bad idea, because people just get sketched the fuck out about their neighborhood. So don't sleep in someone's neighborhood. There's so many places. You will just find, and you're going to be moving every night, so you're not going to be. Sometimes, if you like the city, you like the area, you can sleep and park and overnight consecutively and whatnot. But for the most part, you should be moving around constantly. You don't want to be a sitting duck, because people will notice that. You'll get the cops called, or you might get robbed and shit. So you don't want to be a sitting duck neither. But there's just so much of this country. Like, go to the Navajo reservation in Utah. Go to Montana, go to fucking Colorado. Like, there's so much out there to see, enjoy. Go during, like, don't be in the fucking Rockies during the winter, obviously. Like, do that shit in the summertime. Go to Canada in the summertime. Canada, you can handle up until, like, I would say November, early November. Like, September, October in Canada is still great. If you can, like, you have to know Spanish if you want to go to Mexico. Like, I wouldn't just show up to Mexico being like, hey, you guys don't know fucking English, but that's always an option. Just have fun, and what else is good to know? Trial by fire, bros. Trial by fire. You'll learn by just experiencing this shit.